Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have an update for Deck of Panning Project Pan. This was created by Emily. Her channel is Emily and Max, and I will have her linked down below. She took inspiration from a booktuber, Books with Maddie, and created this game-style project panning project based off of a deck of cards. So you randomly pull a deck of cards. You randomly pull cards from a deck and you use Emily's game board to see what prompt you need to match a product to. We have monthly updates on the 20th, and this is the last update before the finale on December 20th. So it's a very exciting update. We only have one more month, and it's just been super fun to work on these products in this project this year. So if you're not familiar with my channel and you're not subscribed, I hope you do so before you leave so you do not miss my finale. We'll start off with 5 products, but there is a card that you can pull that you add another product, and I did pull that card at some point, so I do have 6 items here. And these first 2 products that I will mention is from that card. So the first card that I picked was to hit pan, and y'all were shocked when I rolled in an eyeshadow from my ABH Sultry palette because it is a warm shade in the top right corner of this palette called Birch. This is what it was looking like last update, and I have reached 6 uses at that point. I have gone ham on this eyeshadow. I have used it 15 times. And quite a few of those uses were as bronzer, so I was using a little bit more product than I would as an eyeshadow. I have it all over my eyes today, even under this blue and under my eyes. I do have it as a bronzer today as well. And all that to say, I hit pan. So that is what it's looking like now. I have a total of 21 uses in this project. Another pan in this palette. So I currently have 6 pans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pans and 1 empty. I did do a poll on my channel's community tab and my Instagram with this as a possibility for Pan That Palette next year. It's funny, on YouTube my ColourPop palette won, but on Instagram this one. So I have some thinking to do, but it is rolling out of this project. The next prompt was Graveyard, and I rolled in a lipstick from Maybelline. This is the shade 255 Pink Flare, and this is Graveyard because it was decluttered to me like a year or 2 ago from my mom, and I had not used it yet. So it was collecting cobwebs. I wanted to use this 10 times, and last update I had used it 5 times, and I was able to use it 5 additional times to meet my 10 use goal. This is just a beautiful berry lip for this time of year. I love wearing a little darker, a little more vampy lips. Today I don't really have one on, but I have this lipstick in a different project, so that is rolling out. The third prompt was Wishlist dupe, and I had talked about how I had the Beauty Bay Smoky, I think it's the Smoky palette, the 16 pan palette, on my Instagram highlights. Like I have a wishlist highlight, and so I wanted to dupe the vibes, create 2 looks, and last update I had 1 look. I have not created another look, so that prompt is still going. I have to create it by next video because it's the finale. So I just kept telling myself like, oh, I have time, and then I ran out of time. So of course, the next product was the Joker card. So if you get the Joker, you have to pan or work on something you really do not want to pan. And I have a red lipstick in a different project that I'm not using. So I rolled in another red lipstick, and it is the Give, like just the cream bullet lipstick in the shade Original Recipe. Of course, I rolled this in last update, so I only had 2 months to work on it, including, you know, the next month. So I did a 10 use goal. I feel like that's a lot for 2 months for a red lipstick, and I've only used it twice. So both the times I've worn it, I kind of sheared it out a little bit. I didn't wear it like super bright, but yeah, 2 out of 10 is not great. Have you ever tried a red lipstick as a blush? Because I feel like I'm gonna have to do that to meet my 10 use goal, because I have 8 uses in only like 30 days. So do you have any suggestions? Let me know. Second to last prompt was for nostalgic, and I rolled in a CoverGirl foundation because CoverGirl is a very nostalgic brand for me, and also I felt like the packaging was kind of old school. This is the Clean Matte foundation, and I have the shade 505 Ivory. I wanted to use this 10 times, and I was able to do that. Super easy. I mixed this with the next product. So yeah, 10 times. It's rolling out. I actually really like that foundation. It stays matte throughout the day, and it's kind of like a thin consistency, so it's actually nice. I'll finish that Sunday. And then the very last card that I got was Glowy, and I rolled in my Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid. It says Glow Booster. This is like a mixer or like a glowy base, and I wanted to use this 10 times, and I did reach my goal, 10 uses. So like I said, I mixed this with the CoverGirl foundation, but I also use this underneath some foundations, so I kind of used it in a couple different ways, but this is where it's at after those 10 uses. I forgot to show you. I can kind of see windowing on this. Of course, now I can't. I think it's around like here. I could see windowing earlier, but now there it is. There's the window. But yeah, so I'm rolling in 4 new cards. We only have a month left, so I mean, my goals aren't going to be like extravagant, but let me grab my cards. I have my Monet cards. I love artwork, fine art. I am an artist, so these Monet cards are very special to me, and they have different artwork on each card that were created by Claude Monet. And so let's get into shuffling. I had to change my battery, so hopefully it doesn't look too different, but I have my cards here. I do have Emily's game board pulled up on my phone, and I do have the black Joker in my deck. I'm going to throw up the game board as I shuffle, but the face cards stay the same. Those have been the same throughout the whole year, and the number of cards are what Emily shuffles every month. So no matter if you get the same card as last month, you will for sure get a different prompt, which makes it even more fun. Who knows what I'm going to get? I have not looked at the game board at all, and I just like doing that because, I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up to what I could get. So I'm going to cut the deck and just pull this card. 3 of Spades. Oh, beautiful still life. Apples and Grapes, 1879 to 80. So the 3 of Spades is favorite brand. I have no idea. That's gonna be hard for me, actually. I don't know. Okay. Let's pull like from here. 7 of Hearts. Oh, I love this painting. The Women in the Garden, 1866. So the 7 of Hearts is, oh, astrology sign. So I'm an Aries. I don't really pay attention to astrology, but I know I'm an Aries, so I'll have to look up like if there's a color associated with it. I think it's a ram, so maybe I could find something ram. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have anything named like Aries. Maybe I do. I don't know. We'll have to look. This might take a long time. Let's go here. Six of Clubs. This is upside down. Oh, we have not gotten this card yet. Beautiful. Six of Clubs. So this is the Bathers at La Grenouille. Sorry, I'm butchering the French. So a Six of Clubs is multi-purpose. Okay. That could be anything that you can use in multiple ways. For example, I used an eyeshadow today in my eyebrows, so I was multi-purposing that product. I don't know. I don't use a lot of different products for multi-purposing personally, other than I just said I use an eyeshadow. But that's kind of new. This is the second time I've been using this eyeshadow, and I feel like I went a little overboard, but maybe not. Let's go like up here. Last card is the Queen of Clubs. I haven't gotten this card either. The Red Kerchief 1870. Lovely. So the Queen of Spades is you have to pick your own space, which is super exciting, but it has to stay in the same suit. So I have the spades. So let's look. So I could do SPF, favorite brand, which I already got. Mini or sample, eyeshadow, matches eye color. Seasonal. Oh, the Shame, which is something that is brand new and you've never used. Affordable or Graveyard. What is my eye color? I know it's blue, but sometimes they're gray. Today they look blue. Okay, that's gonna be a little tricky. This might take a while. Hopefully baby boy stays asleep while I'm doing this, but I will be right back with my products. I completely jinxed myself. And baby boy's waking up. He's crying, so I have to make this quick. So these are not in the order, or they might be, but I don't remember the order that I rolled them in. So for Six of Clubs, that was multi-purpose, and this was actually like the hardest one for me to find because either I'm already working on some things that I don't want to like roll in, and I just rolled this out of another project, but I feel like it's the only thing that I could work on. This is a Franken cream blush that I Frankened my LOIS cream blush, some like blue eyeshadow, and then a concealer to lighten it up. So this is like a really cool tone cream blush, but I also use this for contouring on like really light makeup days. It's a beautiful like cool toned contour. It's like a grayish pink, purple, I don't know. Don't mind this from getting ready today. But yeah, so I just want to use that 5 times. I'm working on another contour, of course. But I mean, I'm happy to get more use of that cream blush contour. Let's see. The Three of Spades. No, let's do let's do the Seven of Hearts, which was astrology sign. And like I said, I am an Aries, and I went through my eyeshadow inventory looking for like shade names. I went through my whole collection shade names, nothing that had to do with Aries. So I Googled it, and we are a fire sign. And so I was like, what can I roll in that has something to do with fire? I was like, should I roll something in red? And then I stumbled upon my Give Beauty cream contour and powder bronzer duo, and it's the shade Heatin' Up. So I feel like that's fiery, hot, you know. So I want to roll this in for 5 uses each. This is a beautiful duo. I actually really enjoy this duo, so let me swatch it. I guess it's not very smart to be rolling in 2 contour products. I did not think about that at all. This is a lot warmer than this, but this seems to work okay for me, especially the bronzer. It's a very thin formula, and so it doesn't have like a ton of impact on my fair skin, which is nice. Now let's do 3 of spades, which is favorite brand. And I don't have a favorite brand. I like to jump around, try different things from different brands. So I have a lot of like one-offs from brands, but I did like when I got that Give Beauty contour bronzer out, I realized like I do enjoy everything that I own from that brand. And like Gwen Stefani, the owner of Give Beauty, I feel like she's good. I don't keep up with celebrities. I don't know her personally, obviously, but I feel like I like what I see from her as a person. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm rolling in my favorite highlighter. This is the Check My Glow Multi-Dimensional Illuminating Highlighter in the shade Platinum Cowgirl. So this is a beautiful highlighter, and like I said, it's my favorite. And it's just so subtle. Again, this is going to be great for like everyday, maybe like lighter makeup days. There it is right there. It's so subtle that you can barely see it on my skin. But I'm going to roll this in 5 uses. I'm working on other highlighters. That's just how I do. And then for the Queen of Spades, I had to pick my spades. And I could have easily picked anything, but I chose to pick Oh the Shame, which is a nod to Emily's project Oh the Shame, where she uses items that she's had for a long time and that are unopened, unused. She's never touched them, and it's like, oh, the shame. So I'm rolling in this little eyeshadow from Ulta. This is the Bouncy eyeshadow. It is a cream, and I have the shade Buttercream. I don't remember when I got this. I think it was last year. It was either last year or the year before. I have swatched it, but I have never used it. So, oh geez, it's so silky. What I typically do in projects for like single eyeshadows is 3 uses. And so I think that's fair for only having one more month anyway. That is it, swatched. So yeah, hopefully I like it. That's my update. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe if you're not already. I hope I see you guys in the next one, which will be my finale. Bye.